What shall we play today? Sure. We're about to begin. And spin. Can you guess where Luna VII is? Bingo. Thank you. I enjoyed our time together. Wherever you go, may this ray of moonlight linger upon you.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra. Defensive mode engaged.
Behold the false moon's fall!
Heaven's will made mine. A new moon rises.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Ultimatum protocol.
I've observed.
That's more like a silence. Some results are cannot face me.
Close your eyes.
Blades of cold resolve.
Insulation chamber deployed.
Flame. Such defiance.
Excellent. You barely
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Observe. Be silent.
Defensive mode engaged.
Observe.
cannot face me.
Fear the dark.
How dull. So you'd rather wallow in this rotten, decaying world?
This realm is... If you ever have... I knew you'd miss me.
All here shall bend
Such
to my
defiance.
will.
Close your eyes. To dust. Observe. Night falls.
Our little secret. Shine. Search. A moonlit night for all. Cleanup sequence initiated. Annihilation mode.
Be silent. To dust. Observe.
Get back!
Defensive mode engaged.
Snatch it
Such
from my
defiance.
grasp.
I live within you.
Close
You
your
won't
eyes.
distract me this time! Just like a little buzzing
Be
fly!
silent. Night falls.
A new moon rises. Installation channel deployed. Ultimatum
trick.
protocol.
Observe. Night falls. Be silent. To dust.
Surge. Cleanup sequence initiated.
That I've longed for!
Defensive mode engaged.
Yeah. A moonlit night for all. Our little secret.
Annihilation mode.
Observe. Close your eyes. Night falls.
Installation chamber deployed.
I think not.
Ultimatum protocol. Cleanup sequence in.
A new moon rises. Begone! Heaven's will made mine.
Be silent. To dust.
Oh, this is all getting rather dreary.
Allow me, sorry.
Night falls.
Defensive mode. Our performance has yet to conclude.
Close your eyes. Be silent.
I dance for you,
I
my
live
dear.
within you.
Annihilation mode.
A moonlit night for all.
It is time to slay our
Cleanup
foes
sequence in the.
with one
Close your
This
eyes.
calls for some pomp and ceremony. The final
long
act is
sleep
upon us!
Close your eyes. Observe. To dust.
Such defiance. Our little secret flame.
Installation chamber.
Close your eyes. Be silent. Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
Leaving already? Hey! Barbie! Aren't you forgetting something? Like a whole bunch of stuff you were supposed to give me? Nonsense. Your arrival is more or less in line with Barbie's prophecy. Though, to be honest, I did think you'd be here a little later. Anyway, before we get down to business, it might be best if you two have something to eat? No, of course not. But my hearing happens to be quite sharp, and I heard Paimon's stomach rumbling a mile away.
Whoa! Paimon's stomach is rumbling for two! We must both be super famished.
Don't you worry about that. I've got plenty of cookies and cake, and as you know, nothing bad ever happened to hungry travelers who accepted food from a witch.
Oh, Paimon's so full. No matter how much she puts in her tummy, there's always more on her plate.
Is she the champion eater from Natlan's Collective of Plenty? Alice mentioned her to me once. Apparently, she's a fascinating young lady. I imagine if she were to attend one of our parties, we'd need to set out 3, maybe even 7 plates.
Paimon really can't eat anymore. She's coming apart at the seams. Can we get down to business now? Sorry.
All right. I gather you're here to deliver my homework. The one that Barbie prophesized? Nothing of the sort. We were discussing something completely different. The moon's massive shift has knocked her hydromancy out of whack. So she needs to head back for a while to undergo a period of silent meditation. While she's away, I'll be taking over responsibility for everyone's homework. I also plan to help her add the next round of homework to the dictionary.
Huh. You can just swap the person in charge like that?
Not like I had much choice. Before Barbie and Alice even told me about it, they'd already inscribed my special homework in the dictionary. As much as I'd like to erase the whole thing and keep on casually observing the world, Alice is busy maintaining Tevad's borders, and Barbie is off realigning her hydromancy. Octavia didn't bother to come back, and you can forget about Rhindaughter. The other mages all have their own affairs to attend to, so the duty of supervising this homework has fallen to me. There really are. I don't even know how long it's been since we all got together to make this a proper tea party. In any case, as long as I finish my homework, my story will be officially inscribed in the dictionary. After that, I'll be able to go back to observing and guiding. So, Traveler, Paimon, it's time to deliver your message. What's my homework? Oh, and since this doesn't count as a prophecy, just something Barbie and Alice came up with 10 minutes ago, there probably isn't any useful information to be found in that dictionary you're carrying.
You're right, Nicole. We had a look before coming over, and there aren't any detailed instructions at all. There's only these 2 sentences.
All right. That first sentence was clearly written by Barbie, but I bet my bottom more it was Alice who added the second. Anyway, let's get cracking on this homework. Just let me think. Where should we begin? Huh? Oh, Barbie gave me a rundown of my tasks just now. Basically, I just need to go to a few homework locations, make sure everything's up to scratch, and conduct some field work.
a minute. Paimon thought she was giving you a prophecy. How does a rundown count as a prophecy?
Well, you see, I naturally view anything Barbie says to me as some sort of prophecy. Besides, when Barbie wrote this homework of mine, all she actually did was flip straight to the final page of my story and tell me the ending in advance. You make a fair point. But then, what's the difference between a prophecy and a spoiler anyway? All right, enough dawdling. Come on, follow me. We're going to... Yes, that seems like as good a place as any.
Just like that? Hold on. How are we supposed to get the...
All right, we're here. This Sealy Court has some really great views, don't you think? See that spot over there? That's the starting point. Did I use it to get us here faster? You bet I did! These Sealy Courts are connected to the ley lines, and nobody really uses them. They're very handy when it comes to traveling about. Besides, the Sealy and I used to be angels, so we're old colleagues. I'm sure they won't mind me borrowing their homes every once in a while. Yes, I read about that in the dictionary. Based on how it ended, you and Lord Barbados must have played quite a beautiful tune. Such a shame that Barbie couldn't hear a single note. When Alice heard about it, she laughed so hard her hat nearly fell off. How about we head to the next location, which should be...
Is this Wolvendam? Doesn't seem like the best place for doing homework.
This is the nearest Sealy Court to where we're going. Don't worry, we're not far from the starting point.
Whoa! Where did all those wolves jump out from? Hey! We're not here to hurt you! We're friends with Razor!
Shh! Has that child not arrived yet? Perhaps we've come too early again. Not to worry. As long as he stands beside his Lupical, he can overcome any foe.
Why'd they come back? Oh, did they hear us talking? If only Razor were here, he'd be able to tell us what they want to say.
You're not wrong, Paimon, but there's a lot more he'd need to understand than just the chatter of wolves. All right, that's about it for this place. I could do with a good rest. Come on, let's go. Time to head back for a cup of...
Whoa! When did this door appear?
This looks like Alice's handwriting. Let's take a look. Thanks for your help with the homework. Now hurry home and have a hot cup of tea. P.S. There is a surprise waiting behind this door. Hurry home? Wait a second. Why does this door look so familiar? There's no way it could lead to...
Somewhere new? Hey, isn't this...
No wonder Alice wanted to borrow the lodge key. She said she wanted to set up a tea room, even though I told her I already had one. It symbolizes the completion of guidance, the end of a journey, and the fulfillment of prophecy. You've followed Sealy before, right? Only when a Sealy returns to its Sealy court does its guidance come to an end. So, to give this unwelcome homework a clear conclusion, Barbie and Alice must have built a Seelie court right here. This is the only way for my story to be inscribed among everyone else's without interfering with their own homework. Well, we're not all that different. Once upon a time, we were all angels after all. But that doesn't really matter. What's important is what it symbolizes. It's like writing a novel. As long as the main outline is there, there'll always be a way to flesh out the details so the pieces fall into place. As long as I take my seat, this homework of mine will be officially over. It's a nice touch, but it feels like the ending to a story written on the fly. If Anya were here, I'm sure she'd have come up with something more clever. Don't you worry. That's an essential element as well.
Hey, a treasure chest! Now this homework's starting to make sense.
What did I tell you? It seems like this has been a fruitful little excursion after all. And it seems my story has been formally inscribed in the dictionary, which means that today's homework ends here, and also that there'll be a formal tutor to provide guidance on all future assignments. Well, that depends on what assignments are assigned. Personally, I'd love nothing more than to bury chests for people to find by completing their homework. I'd leave clues and watch them enjoy a merry little treasure hunt. Now that would be fun. But Barbie's been keeping a close eye on me, so I'm not sure I'll get the chance. Anyway, my guidance doesn't end until you open that chest. For the sake of the dictionary, can you please see what's inside?
This must be the final door, right? Let's hurry up and find Nicole!
Look at the time! What am I going to do now? They'll be here any minute.
Hello, Nicole! We're here! Hey! Why are you pushing us out?
Oh dear. I'm sorry about this. Oh, how should I put this? Oh, blast. I'm afraid I can't explain it very clearly. I'll have to tell you the whole story. It all started the first time the mages challenged the Animo Archon.
Nicole, that's way too long ago!
Oh, this isn't fair. It's so embarrassing that you'd end up having to hear this from my own mouth. No, it can't be helped. The facts are the facts. Just so long as Alice doesn't hear about this, there's no reason for anyone to laugh.
Oh dear, her inner monologue's leaking out again. Besides, It's not really coming from her own mouth.
I decided to hide the feathers at the top of the study. I figured if I made things harder, there'd be a greater sense of accomplishment. But I'm really not very good at controlling these carefree eddies. I can only fly so high before I seem to hit an invisible ceiling.
Can't you use magic to bring the feathers back down?
Where would be the fun in that?
Oh, Paimon sees your point. That sure is a tricky one.
What do you want me to say? Oh, I get what you're saying. All right, I'll give it a try.
Nicole, this is a dead end.
Leave it to me.
Whoa! It really worked! Say something else.
Leave it to me, leave it to me, leave it to me.
You're just repeating yourself.
Let light shine the way ahead. Go up from here. All things may serve as guides. The scriptures filled with names divine. The words and chapters intertwine, and angels act with deeds aligned. In this sacred place, let words forge the path ahead. See? All taken care of.
Treasure! Woohoo! This is so much fun! But, Paimon's head really is pounding. Seriously, did Nicole actually need to shout that loud just to make those stairs appear?
What's this? Complaining now, are we? Aren't you worried a powerful mage like me might snap her fingers and turn those new trinkets into turnips? I'm only joking with you. You should know I'm not the silent, sulking sort of angel that keeps track of every little slight. And so, when their day of reckoning finally arrived, the Traveler and Paimon ascended the 7-tiered steps to find a familiar figure awaiting them. Radiant flames converged to form wings upon her back. Her figure remained as noble and beautiful as the day they first met. Yet her eyes now shone with a cruel light. But why? Asked the Traveler and Paimon in unison. It all started the day Paimon complained that I shouted too loudly.
Hey! Words are magic here, don't you know? Don't say such scary things!
Welcome back. But it's not time for a drawn-out, deeply emotional, tearful goodbye just yet. After all, you haven't finished your tour of my little lodge.
Paimon could swear we've been in all the rooms already.
Well, I never actually said there were no secret hidden rooms, did I? Us mages like our little fancies, you know. You should be used to this by now. This way, if you please.
Oh, it's beautiful. Nicole, did you use your magic to transport us somewhere else again?
Of course not, Paimon. You're still very much in my lodge. But who's to say my lodge can't also contain this beautiful world? As one of the fixed observation points for changes in the world, I require it to have excellent visibility. Just as a sculptor needs a chisel, a writer needs both pen and ink. My achievements in those two fields of art may well be up for debate, but when it comes to my main line of work, I take things very seriously indeed. The fate of Teyvat has been shaken more and more frequently as of late. I'm sure you felt it too. Sometimes I can't help but think, if I still had the form, power, and abilities I once possessed, I'd be able to do so much more than I can right now. But I soon shake those thoughts from my head. If things were how they were before, I'd have so many more restrictions placed on me by the heavens. The thought of having that many things I can't even talk about makes it seem like a terrible trade-off. I mean, how would I tell stories without the freedom to say what I want? That's why I've never once regretted the price I paid, or any of the choices I've taken. I wanted to become human, to live like a regular person. But such a life is a luxury. I can't forget that I'm an angel. Even if I were stuck being an angel in silence, I'd still fulfill my duties. Defending civilization. Defending life. Oh dear, have I started talking too seriously again? Perhaps it's because of where we are. I'm actually quite happy with my angelic side. You could even say I'm proud of it.
Huh, so you should be. You don't get involved much, but when you do, we all know we're in safe hands.
You really feel that way? As long as you see me as someone to rely on, then I know I'm doing a fantastic job. It's getting late. Here, take my blessings and continue on your adventure. Never be afraid of losing your way, and never forget you have an angel watching over you. I understand if you want to stay a while. After all, the scenery here exists only in my memories. You won't find it anywhere else. Metaphors speak for themselves. Not the best idea I have ever had. What am I now, you ask? Just a human. One who's lost her voice.
Nothing like good fresh bread to raise everyone's morale.
Ooh. In truth, it's thanks to the Seelie that there is always treasure at the end of the rainbow. Before you stands an angel who has wandered this earth for millennia, she replied. Upon her declaration, the clouds parted, a golden staircase unfolding at her feet, and with a simple step, Nicole began to ascend the stairs of divinity.
Knight of Boreas, falling in.
I have high hopes for this journey. We can help.
In truth, it's thanks to the Seelie that there is always treasure at the end of the rainbow. What am I now? You ask. Just a human who's lost her voice.
I checked absolutely everything. Turns out, I was right all along.